So you pulled Grace on the starting banner, or you lost your 50-50 to Ellen, and now you have her. It's okay though, I'm here to give you good news as she is a monster unit that is going to be very future proof. Aside from her two big personalities, she also does big damage. Hi, my name is AJ and here's how to build and get Grace up and running. So let's tell you what you need to max out your Grace. First, let's start off with the promotion materials. You're going to want 4 basic anomaly certification seal, 32 advanced anomaly certification seal, 30 controller certification seal. Then going to the skill, you're going to want 5 basic shock chips. You're going to want 15 advanced shock chips, 50 specialized shock chips, 1 hamster cage pass. Then moving on to the core skill upgrade materials, you're going to want 9 living drives, and you're going to want 60 higher dimensional data steel malice. And the total amount of Denny you're going to need is 1.7 million. Now that you got all that down, let's move on and show you what Grace's best W engines are. Okay, so now let's get into Grace's best in slot W engines, starting with the S tier fusion compiler. Increases attack by 12%. When using a special attack or enhanced special attack, the equipper's anomaly proficiency is increased by 25 for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Her second best in slot is going to be an A tier electro lip gloss. When there are enemies inflicted with attribute anomaly on the field, the equipper's attack is increased by 10% and they deal an additional 15% or more damage to the target. Her third best option is going to be Rainforest Gourmet. For every 10 energy consumed, the energy gains a buff that increases attack by 2.5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. The duration of each stack is calculated separately. And then her final best option is going to be Weeping Gemini. Whenever a squad member inflicts an attribute anomaly on an enemy, the equipper gains a buff that increases anomaly proficiency by 30, stacking up to 4 times. This effect expires when the target recovers from stun or is defeated. The duration of each stack is calculated separately. Those are going to be Grace's best W engines. Okay, so coming over here, let's talk about what Grace's best disk drive sets are. Now to keep this section short and simple, you're going to want to run a 4-piece Thunder Metal. That's going to be Grace's best disk drive set. And then you're going to want to run a 2-piece Freedom Blues. If you don't have the 2-piece Freedom Blues, you can run Hormone Punk or Puffer Electro. For your disc 4, you're going to want Anomaly Proficiency. Main stat for your disc 5, you're going to want Electric Damage over Pen Ratio. For disc 6, you're going to want Anomaly Mastery. The substats you're going to want are Anomaly Proficiency, Attack Percent, and then Pen or Flat Attack. Okay, I'm going to keep this part short and simple as well and tell you guys what skills you need to prioritize leveling up in this order. So the first thing you want to prioritize leveling up is going to be this, your core skills for Grace. This A, B, C, D, E, F, all this stuff right here, her core skill, you're going to want to max this out. Once you finish this, right, the next thing you want to prioritize, or you can prioritize it alongside that, is the special attack. Then after special attack, you can go ahead and level up your chain attack, and then you can finish off by maxing out the basic attack. As far as Grace's dodge and assist are concerned, they really don't matter to level up that much, and honestly, you guys don't even have to really level these two up if you guys don't want. As long as you just get the core skill, the special attack, the chain attack, and the basic attack, you guys will be good. Alright, now let's go over the best part of this game, the Bangboos, as they are like cool little mini Pokemon that help you in battle. So let's start off with Grace's best in slot Bangboo, and that's going to be the Plug Boo. Now the Plug Boo will be her best in slot all around Bangboo, but if you don't have the Plug Boo because it is an S tier one that you do have to pull, then there are alternative options that you can use. You can use Electro Boo as one of the alternative options. There is also Safety Boo that you can use. Avocado Boo is another alternative option as well. And Magnety Boo. Those will be the 5 Bangboos that are Grace that you can use with Grace or any of her team comps. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to go over is Grace's best team comps, as you can play her as a main DPS and the main on-field driver, or you can play her as a sub DPS because she is a very versatile unit And honestly, going forward in the future, she's probably still going to be in the meta for a long time to come, just because of how versatile she is. So anyway, let's get to these team comps. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're about to go over Grace's best team comps and all the characters that work with her. As you can see, we're on Pride Win right now, and due to the reason we're on Pride Win is because nobody in the game, and I genuinely mean this, 95% of the CCs, maybe 98, don't have every character in the game. While some CCs do whale, guys, you have to understand it's almost impossible to get every standard 5-star character unless you're spending over thousands of dollars in your super whale on day one. But with that being said, we're still going to go over the characters for you guys and explain why who works with Grace. So let's start with the most important character that you can have is Rena. And Rena right now, guys, is just universally the best support in the game, without a doubt. She's not only the best on a Grace team comp, she's the best on an Ellen team comp too as a support. I think Rena is just going to be a monster future unit as a support going forward. I think her longevity will be here for a very long time, and the main reason why Rena works with Grace is because her kit just synergizes perfectly with Grace's kit, but on top of that, her penetration is ridiculous. It's like 30% penetration that you can get from her. Just 30% res pen is a ridiculous amount. And then obviously Kaleda for the stun, no doubt about it. It's self-explanatory. You can just use Kaleda, stun up the enemy, and then just use these 3 in a rotation just to pop off. And it's good synergy. It's a fun team, but I will say this team comp is the most expensive and unrealistic team comp for most players. But don't worry, guys, it's not the best team comp. Now this one right here, the Shock team, is going to be Grace's best team comp, and it's a little bit more free to play friendly. But unfortunate reality is you still need Rena and Grace at 2 5-stars. But the good thing is Anton. And I want to talk about Anton for a minute. Anton in this team comp, essentially what happens is when you apply Shock with Grace on an enemy, you can swap to Anton. And what Anton is, there's really no DOT in this game, but essentially Anton's kind of like the Kafka, like a male Kafka of this game, because when Grace applies Shock and you want to get the shock value as high as you can, Anton just comes in and he can just activate and pop that shock, and then it just does this huge chunk of burst damage that you're just like taking out an enemy on and depleting their health bar. So Anton's really good synergy with this team comp, and this is honestly the premier team comp right here. And then for flexible options, as you guys can see, obviously you have Kaleda still, Lycan you can use, Ambi, and Ambi can come in and she can just play the same role that Kaleda is doing, and that's just self-explanatory within itself. But yeah, if you don't have Rena and you don't have Kaleda or anything like that, you can just run a team of comp of Grace, Anton, and Ambi, and you'll be good to go. Okay guys, so we're down to the last 2 things. I'm just going to show you guys some quick, easy movement tips and how you can utilize Grace and play her. I'm not going to go over anything that's super advanced or crazy, as there's a lot of hidden tech in this game for certain characters. People like content creators like EO, I Win to Lose Gaming, and Global Certified, I would say, are 3 of the top creators that are finding out all the advanced damage metrics and little like advanced skills and stuff that you can pull off to make things faster. So once they find it out, I'm pretty sure they'll drop like a tips and tips style of video, right? But I'm just going to show you guys how you can utilize Grace in simple ways. So number 1, movement is very important, and I would say movement is a primary thing for Grace. Now you may be wondering what I mean by that. Well, essentially, as you guys know, every character can basic attack in this game, right? So let's just take Ambi for example, right? We all know Ambi can basic attack, but notice how I press skill. So look, watch, I'll press skill, right? But I was pressing skill almost half a second ago, and literally it wasn't activating, right? Because you have to go through the full animation, and you cannot animation cancel. So with Grace, it's a little bit different, right? So watch, if you do this, this is just a full-on basic attack with Grace. This is her full basic attack animation. I'll show it off one more time. But the crazy thing about this is with Grace, you can go basic attack skill, basic attack skill, basic attack skill. You can cancel the basic attack string, right? And just keep spamming skill. Another thing is this, if you want a basic attack and you want to move, you're able to move all around with Grace. So let's say you basic attack, you can move to the left in basic attack. What do I mean by that? You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do her whole string, and you're sidestepping and you're moving to the left. Or you can move to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can go forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go either way. As I said, you can also do the same thing with the skills. You can, and it's not just individually with skills, guys. You can go basic attack skill, basic attack skill, basic attack skill, basic attack skill. Another thing you can do, guys, if you don't like the basic attack and skill every time, you can go like this. You can go 1, 2, 3 skill, basic attack skill. Notice how that bar fills up. Look at it again. 1, 2, 3 skill, basic attack skill. See how I filled up twice, right? These are all really impressive things that you can do with Grace and just pull off, right? And it's just the freedom with Grace. It's just that you're thoroughly in control with this character. There's really nothing you can't do. And that's one thing I will give Zenless Zone Zero some credit when designing Grace. Other characters' animations, you're locked in when you basic attack a certain number of times when you press a skill. But with her, you can do anything you want. You literally can go, I can go left, I can go back right, I can go behind, I can go forward, I can auto attack skill, auto attack skill, auto attack skill. She's a very cool character. She's very fun to utilize. And yeah, guys, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with her. Let's move on to the final section where I show you guys if you do pull duplicates of Grace, which is most likely going to be the whales at this point. And honestly, getting duplicates of Grace is really unrealistic at this point because she is a standard character. But I will still show it just because it's tradition to do it with any limited It's tradition to do it with any limited character. So let's take a look. Okay guys, let's go over Grace's copies. Basically what her copies do, if you pull another Grace and you already have one, it's called Cinema. And essentially you can go into this area right here and just upgrade the character, and it just makes him even stronger and broken. So let's go over all 6 cinemas and what they do. Starting with her first cinema, Recharge Chamber. When the 4th hit of Grace's basic attack hits an enemy, all squad members gain 0.25 energy. Within the same move, this effect can grant a max of 2 energy to all squad members. Okay, let's go check her second one out. Lightning Piercer. When Grace's grenade hits an enemy during a basic attack, special attack, or enhanced special attack, the target's electric res is reduced by 8.5% and electric anomaly buildup res is reduced by 8.5%, lasting for 8 seconds. So essentially what this is doing is it's allowing you to just build up that shock really fast with Grace, and it's basically reducing the enemy's defense, essentially giving you more damage on her. All right, let's look at the third thing. All right, Chief Mechanic. Basic attack, dodge, assist, special attack, and chain attack level +2. So essentially all these things, the basic attack, the dodge, the assist, the special attack, and the chain attack, are going to be leveled up. Instead of being whatever the highest level that you can max that out, it's just going to add plus to it, increasing the scaling of it. Okay, let's go to her Cinema 4. Burst Capacitor. When Grace uses her enhanced special attack, she gains 6 stacks of charge. When her basic attack or dash attack hits an enemy, 1 stack of charge is consumed, increasing her energy generation rate of the attack by 20%. Okay, let's go to her number 5. Frosty Cold Iron Witch. Basic attack, dodge, assist, special attack, and chain attack level +2. So essentially we're getting 2 more levels into all those like all the skills that we had, the basic attack, the dodge assist, the special attack, and chain attack, it's increasing that scaling even more. And at that point, I think Grace just becomes a brain dead unit for you. Like, if you already think the combat's brain dead, well, yeah, you're probably gonna clear everything with just her at that point. Now her final cinema detonation trigger. When all zap stacks are consumed to activate a special attack or enhance special attack, Grace's skill is enhanced, tossing an extra grenade and increasing each grenade's damage to 200%. So essentially, guys, this is just such a huge damage multiplier. That's like a 25 kill streak for Modern Warfare. If you remember the original tactical nuke, you're just gonna bomb everything in your path. But yeah, that's the Cinema 6, guys. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like the way I cover the guides. I like to give you guys like short, condensed, bite-sized information. That way you guys don't have to think too much. You guys can go in, build the character, go have fun, play on your own. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want more guides like this, and then I'll make more. And let me know what character you want a guide on. That way I can either go spend some money and go try to attempt to get that character, or just go ask a friend or somebody else, access the account, and make a full-on guide. Yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I'm AJ, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.